Hi, this is Ramzey and welcome back to Football Fans TV. This is a new series that we are trying out. We're back again. We know it's been about 3 weeks since the Premier League slash Liga slash every single league in the top 5 leagues has started, but we try to have new content for you guys. That's why we're introducing, if I can actually speak, the new series called 20 in 20. And unlike the Premier League where they go 20, well, we have 20 minutes to talk about the 20 clubs in the Premier League, we'll be going around the whole top 5 leagues and looking at the top dogs. And that just that means every single big club, not every single club in each and every single league. I don't think any of you guys want to hear that. So obviously, hope you guys like it. Please comment down below. Don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. Like, help us out a lot just to see how much you guys dis or like it. Get it? No! But anyway, we'll get into it as well. I will get into it. My co-host will join me next time. It's just like we're just trying a new thing, yeah. So just give me a time. I hope you won't get too annoyed by my face. So let's go into it. I've listed it down to the top 5. So I will go from the weakest to the best league. Now, obviously, you can comment down below to see if I'm correct in the log standings, and then we will take it from there. But as we begin with the Farmers League. Yeah, we start there, and the biggest news that has happened since the beginning of time has been the arrival of Lionel Messi, and it has sparked a lot of support to the league and obviously to Paris Saint-Germain. Obviously, he couldn't go back to Barcelona, as we all found out, even though I feel that was kind of obvious from the get-go. But yeah, you know Messi and his drama, the same thing happened last season. So finally he got the move to Paris Saint-Germain, and well, as you can see by these pictures, I mean, even the opposition players, fans, analysts were just like, whoa, we got the best thing since sliced bread. But enough about Lionel Messi. We'll be focusing on them. PSG, I guess. So they've won all 3 of their games, topping the log. Surprisingly enough, the person who stole in the show has been Kylian Mbappe. Ever since Messi came along, we knew that, okay, Mbappe is still around. But now with his goals and some assists, if I'm not mistaken, he's been taking the headlines. Moving on to the other clubs, really, they've been trying. The defending champions are nowhere to be found in the top 5. It was quite a shocker last season for them to win the league. Now you can just see that it's going to be even more shocking for them to retain it. So, non-surprised, but you can see the top 5 there. I'm not going to any other club. So if you're a Liga fan, give us a bit more input about what's happening there, and maybe make it more exciting, because it's pretty much Paris Saint-Germain being Paris Saint-Germain. We move to the second worst, I call it, second worst league in the top 5 leagues in Europe, and I don't think a lot of people will debate this one, but some people could debate this one. So I've put the Bayern Munich Cup League, Bundesliga, as the second weakest league, because, well, I just said it's Bayern Munich's league all the time. So Bayern Munich have been quite shaky and shady even. You just see that Bayern Munich are not the same Bayern Munich, but understandably with the new coach and the new system, well, not necessarily a fully new system, but new players, and players like Dalot Upamecano, and obviously there's nothing big in Bayern Munich that's happening, to be fair, other than Leroy Sané being displaced by Jamal Musiala, the former Chelsea Academy boy. Honestly, to be fair, to hear another former Chelsea Academy student blossoming outside the beautiful Cobham, it's annoying. It is annoying. It really is annoying. But Bayern Munich being Bayern Munich there, Borussia Dortmund being Borussia Dortmund as well, because Haaland, if he goes to Man United, there's been rumors he'll be going to Man United next season. If he goes to Manchester United next season, I can bet my bottom dollar that guy's not going to last 3 seasons at Old Trafford. But regardless, he has been scoring the goals. But another person who hasn't stopped scoring the goals has been Robert Lewandowski. Literally this past weekend, he scored a hat-trick. I mean, the guy is just unstoppable. He is a machine. At 33 years old. I mean, Man City apparently want him. And Bayern Munich are like, nope, we want 100 million for Lewandowski with 1 year left in his contract. That's just a sign that, yeah, this guy's not going anywhere. So, yeah, it is what it is there in Bundesliga. Other than that, Leipzig being Leipzig with the new manager, and, there's nothing much. Maybe Bayer Leverkusen being the surprise of the league really there. But other than that, it's been purely boring stuff as usual. Moving on to the third best, and this one is going to spark a lot of debate because this one was tight. Even me, I had to really think about it, but I put La Liga as the third best league in the top 5. I will justify why. There are only 3 teams, well, if you count Sevilla, 4 teams relevant in that league. Well, maybe even Villarreal because they shocked Manchester United, so maybe 5. But that's still less than my second best, which is kind of obvious now as the Italian league. But I'll go back to that. We'll start off with La Liga. The best team in La Liga has been, well, I would probably say Sevilla. But I mean, it's still too early. 3 games in, I don't think there's much to really debate about or say, "Ooh, this team is the best team in La Liga." I feel all 4 teams have been average. Obviously, the 2 biggest in Real Madrid and Barcelona really struggling. I mean, defensively. Maybe in attack, maybe the standout players for Barcelona or standout player for Barcelona has been Memphis Depay, who has been a big revelation, I guess, when you think about it, in the sense of they needed a striker, they needed someone who's going to score goals, especially after Messi's gone. So he's been doing just that and being influential in the final third. So yeah, Memphis Depay, he's been flames. I think he's kind of filled that role that was left by Luis Suarez. They can never fill the role left by Messi, but they have quality players all around to try to do that. The likes of Griezmann, Coutinho still needs to come back if he's ever going to come back, and then they still have a young player in Ansu Fati, so you never know. Defensively, well, that's a different story. We just don't know what's going to happen there. Even though they do have quality defenders, it's just a matter of you keep on remembering the 8-2 and you just like, yeah, good hands. On the other side of the Spanish giants, Real Madrid, well, they actually look worse than Barcelona in defense. I mean, I literally watched a few of their games, well, all of their games, and yeah, we can definitely see how we've lost Ramos and Varane in one window. But regardless, maybe the signing of Alaba would have made a difference. Remember the first 2 games he played left back because we didn't have a left back. So yeah, he played left back and he did quite well. I mean, he's naturally a left back, so he wasn't going to be that bad. But centre backs, ooh, I don't know, man. I mean, I know Real Madrid are looking for Mbappe. I'm hearing 200 million now. I probably would have saved that. I mean, you can get Mbappe for free next season. I don't think goals is the biggest problem, although I do believe it's a huge problem. But defensively, I mean, there's no composure whatsoever, especially when I watched the game They recently played this weekend. It just looked like there's no leadership at the back, there's no composure. It's just a disaster waiting to happen. So hopefully Ancelotti can make a huge difference there, being a tactical manager, of course. So yeah, maybe even signing Mbappe. Like I said, I feel that they have a problem there in front. Relying on Benzema is not going to help them this season. Yes, Benzema was still scoring them goals, but it's not enough. They need goals from all players, all around. Think of all the best teams Real Madrid have had. They've always had multiple goal scorers. They can't have one goal scorer. Even when Ronaldo was there, Benzema still put up like 20 goals, and Bale, when he was still loved, put up at least 50. So it's still a long road there for the Giants. Atletico look like Atletico. I mean, I can't really say they're amazing. They are doing what they have to do. Unfortunately, they got a draw against, very fortunately I should say for them, they got a draw against Villarreal, who pretty much ran 3 points for themselves. Excuse me, let's be honest. So yeah, that's La Liga for you. As you can see, the league table right here. So it is what it is there. It's nothing really epic happening, other than the fact that the La Liga Giants will still be quite low in terms of productivity and defending. Moving on to the second best league of the top 5, and that is obviously the Italian league. Yes, they've lost Cristiano Ronaldo, their best player at the time, and last season's best player in Italy, Romelu Lukaku, as they went to Chelsea and Manchester United respectively. But the oomph of the league hasn't really died off, because we still see them really exciting. We still see Juventus flopping, so it's still the same without really making a big fuss about it. Inter are still winning games. Dzeko there has been doing quite a good job as the new number 9 for them. So it's not the worst situation for Inter really. I think they've bought a lot of players, Joaquin Correa for example, from Lazio, and they're really trying to. The coach himself is from Lazio, so I'm not surprised you bring a few Lazio players there. But regardless, they're going to continue the same formation, the back 3 and wing backs and everything. So it's just a matter of making the team work out. Tactically, it's up to the coach. And, the signings are really good. They've got money back because they were in debt. Even as champions, they were in serious debt. So it's not the worst thing for Inter fans. I think you should still be optimistic to compete for the league title, but bit more realistic in the sense that you might not at the same time, because hey, I'm about to talk about your rivals, AC Milan. They are looking like flames right there. They've won both of their first opening games. I think they only conceded 1, if I'm not mistaken. Let me quickly check. Yes, 1 or 2. So as you can see now by the log, it's a tough one. And I remember at the beginning of the season, everyone connected to Serie A have been saying, the league title is a 7-horse race. I repeat, 7-horse race. With Lazio, with Maurizio Sarri now, they're playing Sarri ball there. They're looking amazing. They just won right now, 6-0 this past weekend. Roma with new signings like Tammy Abraham, our former player, Chelsea. Here we go again. Scored his first goal though this past weekend, and Roma won again. So it does look like it's going to be a very exciting league. Obviously, Juventus still looking shady, even though they have an old man back there as their manager. So I don't know what's going to happen there in terms of Juventus, but one thing I do know is that the Serie A league will be maybe not as, but probably close enough to being the closest thing to being as exciting as the next league I'm talking about, and that is the best league in all of the world. That is the Premier League. What has not been happening in the Premier League? I mean, I can spend 15, 20, 30 minutes speaking about the Premier League alone, so I'd rather not though. Regardless though, we've got, I wanted to make it really short for you guys, and therefore I'm just gonna go through what's the biggest headlines that are happening. So as you can see, this is the league table. First 3 games, so Tottenham fans, don't get too excited. You did the same thing last season. Where did you end up? And then the rest of the other teams of the, let's say, traditional top 6 teams, well, they've been fine, except for one poor club, who I don't want to rub salt into the wound there, Shem. Personally, my co-host has really been taking this whole bad situation at Arsenal quite badly himself.
So we're debating Saka and Greenwood. Foot. This guy's saying Greenwood is better than
Saka, because Greenwood is consistent. Greenwood, he keeps on doing it. He shows what I can do, but no one can stop him. He's doing that in the league. He's like, listen, dude, I can finish with my left.
So we'll move from looking at Arsenal. So let's just look at the other red sides. Look at Manchester United. They have brought back the GOAT, Cristiano Alvarez dos Santos Ronaldo, back to the Old Trafford. I think that will boost them a lot. Of course, he's a player that can score them 20 goals at least. Add that to the fact that he's a leader. I think a lot of people don't understand how big of a leader and influence he is. That you will be shocked this season. He might not be so influential in terms of maybe being the Ronaldo that we all fell in love with at Manchester United the first time around. But he will definitely be a very important player for Manchester United. You can just see by the fact that he's so loved at that side, even in England really, because that's brilliant for the Premier League. Having such a big superstar in the league it's amazing. And then he comes from Serie A. Another man who comes from Serie A is Romelu Lukaku. A great signing for Chelsea. I feel it was a better signing than Erling Haaland, not because maybe Lukaku is better, but I'm not saying that, because I know there'll be a lot of people like, hey, how can you say, Lukaku is better than Haaland? But yeah, you'll understand it later. Point is, what I'm trying to say is Lukaku is a Chelsea fan. He's gonna put 100% in every single game, and he's proven himself in the past 2 games even though he didn't score against Liverpool, but the effort and the leadership skills that he brought to the team is unprecedented. You probably wouldn't see that from Erling Haaland at Chelsea. So that's a big signing. He was last season's MVP in Serie A, so Premier League has been doing quite well really. And I could go through a lot of the signings. Of course, you've seen Grealish and that they're starting to gel quite well in Man City. So everyone has been looking okay really. And the only team with a perfect start is Tottenham, who are under a new manager. Maybe they could do better than last season, but top 4 is a bit of a stretch. But they still have Harry Kane, so you never really know. So we can go on and look at the top teams, and I hope you guys liked the video. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. I hope you guys put your influences. What were your best moments of the first 3 weeks of the league? And what are you most excited of? I'm mostly excited to see Ronaldo back in the league, see how that makes Manchester United title contenders, because it surely does, especially if they get Calvin Phillips, that which they're linked to. So if he does, by the time I release this video, go to Manchester United, I don't see a weakness at Manchester United. If he doesn't, then we can discuss Fred all day long, how he's just not good enough. So yeah, regardless, hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. Guys, this has been Ramzey, and I hope you guys enjoyed the international break. We'll be back again with another video this week, just maybe hiding a bit more fans into the channel and having their input of how the first 3 weeks of the leagues have been going for them and their clubs. Anyway, Ramzey signing out. Peace.